In this video, we'll be taking a look at one NFL game happening on December 14, 2023, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game. So 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one NFL game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Chargers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Thursday Night Football brings forth a clash between two teams battling at the bottom of the American Football Conference West, the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. In a season where playoff hopes still flicker, albeit dimly, both teams, trailing by 2 games behind the last wildcard spot, face a pivotal encounter. The Chargers, following a disheartening home loss to the Broncos, stand at 5-8, a far cry from the anticipated success under the leadership of Brandon Staley. The Raiders, fresh off an NFL record-tying 3-0 loss to the Vikings, find themselves in a similar 5-8 predicament, raising questions about their postseason prospects. Despite the challenges, neither team is entirely out of the playoff picture. However, a strong finish is imperative, given the 2-game deficit behind the last wildcard spot. The Chargers, reeling from a 24-7 defeat to the Broncos as 3.5-point favorites, are in dire need of a turnaround. Meanwhile, the Raiders, even in the midst of the lowest scoring game in NFL history, managed to cover the 3.5-point spread without scoring a single point, showcasing a unique feat. Notably, these two teams collided earlier in the season, with the Chargers emerging victorious with a 24-17 win on their home turf. The Chargers, long associated with talented rosters but underwhelming playoff success, have seen their aspirations under Staley falter, with a 5-8 record placing them 12th in the American Football Conference. The pressure on Staley's tenure intensifies. A recent slump, losing 4 of their last 5 games, including an uninspiring 6-0 win against the Patriots, adds to the woes. To compound matters, star quarterback Justin Herbert, the linchpin of their offense, fractured his index finger in the previous game and is doubtful for the upcoming clash. The Chargers may turn to the relatively untested Easton Stick, a 28-year-old out of North Dakota State, to lead the offense. Stick, a 5th-round draft pick in 2019, has minimal NFL experience, featuring in only 2 games, including last week's matchup against the Broncos. In that game, he went 13-24 for 179 yards but failed to secure any touchdowns. Now, faced with the prospect of leading the team against the Raiders, Stick aims to notch his first touchdown pass. The Chargers will likely heavily lean on running back Austin Eckler, averaging 49.7 rushing yards per game with 5 touchdowns. Additionally, wide receiver Keenan Allen, enjoying a prolific season, becomes a crucial asset with 95.6 yards per game and 7 touchdowns. The Chargers' offensive struggles are mirrored in their 16th-ranked scoring offense, averaging 21.7 points per game. On the defensive side, they rank 18th, allowing the same 22 points per game. Linebacker Kenneth Murray Jr. leads the team in tackles with 100, while Khalil Mack leads the entire NFL with an impressive 15 sacks. Cornerback Asante Samuel Jr. stands out in the secondary with 2 interceptions. The Chargers' defense has forced 17 turnovers but has turned the ball over 14 times on offense. The Raiders, post-merger, became part of NFL history in a unique manner by participating in the first 3-0 game in 16 years against the Vikings. Despite not scoring a single point, they covered the spread, showcasing the intricacies of their season. Offensively, the Raiders face challenges, particularly with quarterback Aiden O'Connell, who continues to start amid uncertainty. In a season where offensive production is lacking, the Raiders are banking on O'Connell's improvement, especially considering the talented receiving core at their disposal, including standout Davante Adams. Adams, a premier receiver in the league, has, surprisingly, posted modest numbers in the Las Vegas offense, averaging 66.7 yards per game with 4 touchdowns. Wide receiver Jacoby Meyers adds 51.3 yards per game with 6 touchdowns. In the running game, Josh Jacobs leads the team with 805 rushing yards, averaging 61.9 yards per game with 6 touchdowns. However, offensive struggles are evident in the Raiders' 28th ranked scoring offense, managing only 15.5 points per game. Defensively, they fare better with a 9th ranked unit, allowing 20 points per game. Linebacker Robert Spillane leads the team in tackles with 115, while Max Crosby is among the league leaders in sacks with 13.5. Despite their defensive prowess, the Raiders share the league's worst turnover differential with 14 takeaways but 24 offensive turnovers. As the stage is set for Thursday Night Football, what was once anticipated as a game with potential wildcard implications has evolved into a less than ideal contest. The unfortunate injury to Justin Herbert, sidelining him for the rest of the season, elevates backup quarterback Easton Stick to the forefront. Stick, who struggled in relief last week, faces the challenge of leading the Chargers against a reeling Raiders team. Conversely, the Raiders, following the dismissal of Josh McDaniels, find themselves in a slump epitomized by their scoreless outing against the Vikings. Injuries to key players, including running back Josh Jacobs, further compound their woes. Despite the Chargers enduring a disappointing season, the availability of more playmakers on both sides of the ball positions them favorably against a struggling Raiders team. So the Los Angeles Chargers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The focal point of the game will be the clash between inexperienced quarterbacks Easton Stick and Aiden O'Connell. A matchup marked by potential offensive struggles and less than stellar quarterback play is expected, evident from recent low-scoring games. The Chargers, known for going under the total in 10 of their last 11 games, face additional challenges without the dynamic Herbert. The Raiders, with their offensive woes and a trend of going under in 5 of their last 6 games, set the stage for a potentially defensive battle. Recent offensive struggles for both teams, totaling a mere 33 points in their last 2 games, suggest a low-scoring affair. The Chargers' difficulty in finding the end zone, highlighted by a meager 23 points over their last 3 games, and the Raiders' offensive inconsistency indicate that points might be hard to come by. With the Raiders' last game featuring only 3 total points, the likelihood of a similar outcome in this matchup strengthens. The challenges faced by both teams, compounded by uncertainties at the quarterback position, align with the anticipated defensive struggle. In a matchup where a 7-0 game is deemed more likely than a high-scoring shootout, the rationale behind opting for the under becomes apparent. The low projected total reflects the expectations of a game characterized by defensive prowess and offensive limitations. It's a cautious play, acknowledging the circumstances surrounding both teams and the potential for a defensive battle on Thursday Night Football. Considering the circumstances, under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.